All right, welcome. We have in the room with me today, I am Sarah Schwartz. We have Elizabeth Hall, who is our secretary. We have Danielle Sitz.
Good morning.
And also arriving right now is
Hi,
Pamela
everyone.
Thompson. Good morning, everybody. This is probably it for us today. So we do not have a quorum today unless Amanda shows up. So anyway, we'll just meet. We just can't vote. No big deal. Okay, so I'd like to call this meeting to order, please. First things first, I'd like to review and approve the minutes from last meeting on March 12th. Does anybody have any comments or any amendments? Great. Do I have a motion to approve? Yes. Yep, first, second. Thank you very much. Moving on, treasurer's report. So Tracy sent out the report. She said there were no changes.
Right.
And so I think that's, does anybody else have anything to add? Yeah? All right. Next item is Darien Blooms project. So let's see. So since our last meeting, we have been approved to move ahead. We know that. We have, I did a presentation to the RTM Park and Recs Commission.
That seemed like it went really well.
And it went really well.
Yeah, that was excellent.
They were very happy, so we are still moving ahead. The papers for the contracts for the 3 gardens, gardens 2, 3, and 7 have been signed and approved by Jennifer Chernesky, our town administrator, and those have been sent to ELM. Danielle and I have been working a little bit with some suggestions that have been given for plant substitutions.
Oh, good.
So those are being submitted to ELM. And as far as that, I think those are the major updates. I'm gonna let Pam take it over for That's My Brick. I think unless anybody has any other questions or comments about that. Tell us where we are with That's My Brick, Pam.
Okay, I am still waiting. As I said to you, I sent Sarah kind of a summary in terms of how many bricks we really need to have in order to fill that pot. I think it was 450 of the 4x8s. And it was $450 to fill it if we only use that. And then most of the time, we're not going to be having every single brick, you know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think it would look a little too busy. Or
Right.
225 of the larger bricks. The more we sell, the less expensive it is. Then when I was doing the tabulations, I was thinking, ooh, we've got to factor in the cost for that mason to put that in. So our return on investment has to factor in that mason. And I need to get in touch with David Genovese to see the mason that he uses.
Yeah, or I would
Or-
perhaps even check with Ed Gentile.
Okay.
With Darien Public Works, because he would know who's approved. I think I mentioned to you, we had talked to another mason who didn't have the proper insurance, so it'd be probably better to find out who does.
Okay, perfect. So after I get that, I mean, we can factor in the actual cost. There are a lot of little things you have to do before I can put the final the registration in with That's My Brick, because they need to know where to send it, but also, who else do they need to know? Like the place that we're gonna be shipping it to. I'm okay with it being shipped to my house. These babies are pretty heavy, as Sarah can attest. I got 2 copies of the gray, so these are the ones that we could pick from, and she was nice enough to send another sample. So I am actually, for the sake of making it a little more brighter area, I would go with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, or
What do
even
you think?
both? Should we alternate?
Because then
Yeah,
it's a
do
little
both
bit
a little
two-tone.
bit, yeah, a little two-tone,
Yeah,
since they're very
you can
similar.
do it then. If you want to pick out the brick that you like. I love that, because I was gonna say something like that, because I looked at a sample of a patio that they had done, and the people chose different brick colors.
Yeah.
So it looked really good.
Yeah.
You know, on that. I did go to the different areas to see about the font that we want to use.
Can you turn it this way
Oh,
so the
yes.
folks at home can
Yeah.
take a
Hi,
look?
guys. Sorry.
Amanda, can you shut the door? Hi, by the way.
Thank you.
Sorry. Sprint as quickly as I can.
So we'll do it, I think it was in Arial or we did it Helvetica. Is it Helvetica? Or New Times Roman, I think those were the two choices that we wanted. And it was pretty, I have one sample of a rubbing that I did that was at the beach. So, you know, depending on how large we want it, I'll have that in a minute, but, two things, we're gonna go with both types of bricks? Both
I think that's a
colors.
great idea.
I like it
Perfect.
just because
Both
it's
colors.
I'm
variation.
super happy
Yeah,
about that.
okay.
We will need to have three,
What do you mean two types?
two colors.
Two.
Oh,
we're gonna
the
go
darker
with
and the
these two
lighter.
colors.
Yes.
Okay, well, no one's
So-
gonna really know when they're scattered out, like.
Right,
or
and they will
they're-
add a little bit of
Fine.
visual
Yeah,
interest.
It looks
yeah.
pretty, yeah.
Yeah,
And if
that's
not,
great.
then, or what we do is we possibly could have the ones that have the engraving with one color and then the fill-ins, the other color. So
I
that's
don't know, that
another,
might look like they were an afterthought, like unintentional.
Oh,
Versus
okay.
if, you know, if they're all mixed and matched
Okay.
of everything, then it would look intentional, like we intended to do two colors.
okay, perfect. I will, we can ship it to my house. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, yeah,
unless
find
we-
out. I don't know if you're gonna want that shipped to your house.
It's gonna be pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, and then
I
how do you
don't-
get it? to the-
unless
I
you're-
would say, let's talk to Public Works. It's,
Okay.
I would think it probably should go to a town, I mean, it is gonna be a town property. I don't know
Yeah.
if you even want that on your property.
No.
So I would say maybe it gets, talk to Ed in Public Works about where it
Okay.
should get shipped.
So I'll talk to Ed, the ship to, and you have the tax ID number that we have, yes, that we use, or I'll get that
You know, ask Tracy for that.
Tracy?
She must
Oh,
have
okay.
that.
from, and then I'll talk to him about the ship to, the mason will go with this, and do we have any hard and fast feelings about the font?
I like this font, and you said it
Yeah.
blends with the other fonts in
The other
town.
ones are actually engraved inside of the, this is the only one that I saw that was actually on top of the brick. The others are all engraved, etched inside the brick.
Oh,
So this is
That's-
probably cheaper.
That's
Yeah.
interesting, because
Or
this
like-
was the same company that did Cherry Lawn and Weed Beach.
Oh, really? Because Weed
Yeah.
Beach definitely had the ones that were, that's where I did the rubbing from, which of course I can't find now.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's a fanciful little thing. And then we can also, what do you call it? Let's see. Decide what, if we want to add any type of like little images. There are a whole bunch of those as well. No images?
I think it's better
I-
to keep it simple.
I mean, at
What if you
Cherry
had, like,
Lawn, I
tor-
know they did. I
Yeah.
don't care. I mean, I think this looks cleaner and prettier.
Me too.
Yeah.
No images, just,
Okay.
oh, it makes it a lot easier, that we don't have
Okay.
to worry about like
Good.
editing anything like that.
Let's keep it
So,
simple.
no
Yeah, I agree.
images.
Okay,
And this font.
I like
Yes.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then depending upon how much is there, I mean, if it's one word, it's gonna be pretty large, you know.
What's the font called?
This is called, I believe this is Arial, she said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Arial.
Thank you.
Sure.
Nice job.
And if it is a change, I'll let you know. I'm also working on bulbs. That's actually pretty fun. I mean, for a fundraising thing, you can order in advance. It's a whole, it's pretty much like That's My Brick, except for that's my bulbs, or, you know, in that vein. So I will have an update. I figured, let's get this first.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on to that. So in terms of fundraising, I'll talk to Ed, and I'll get the ship to, the tax ID from Tracy. We'll go with these two colors and with Arial as the font.
Mhm. And Ed will give you not only the ship to, but also a Mason suggestion.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mason, correct.
Thank you for that.
Perfect.
That's
Yeah,
great.
nice, yeah.
I forgot to mention that.
But these
we-
are guaranteed too. So, I mean, if this breaks or anything like that, they will
Oh.
replace it.
Replace it.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
so it's pretty nice with that.
So we are, even though the gardens are approved, the what I didn't mention is that we have to do, in order to receive funds, we're creating a gift fund. So in order to do that, that requires the BOS, and RTM approval. So last night was a BOF meeting, which unfortunately I couldn't attend because I had another meeting, but we're hoping to get through that. So RTM has now heard about our Darien Blooms gift fund, and BOS has, so we just need to do the Board of Finance. So we're getting closer to the point where, I mean, hopefully if that's all approved, then we are full steam ahead, which is pretty exciting.
If we do that, the fundraising, will they be able to determine, like give a cost code for each project that we raise funds for? Like for the bricks and for the bulbs and for?
It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if things have to get labeled a certain way or if there are different silos of that fund. I'm not sure. That's probably a question for our town administrator, Jennifer Chernisky, and maybe Tracy too.
This is where it is, ours is right here, I'm at, going like this down at Weed Beach, so they are inside.
Hey Sarah, sorry, so you need approval from RTM, which they've already seen,
They've
your
seen.
presentation.
Yeah.
Then Board of Finance, you need to get that
Yeah.
still. And then what was the middle one?
Board of Selectmen.
Oh, Board of Selectmen, okay, thank you.
But I think that the presentation that I did to them, I believe that will suffice, but I'll
Okay.
just have to verify.
Okay,
Sure it will.
May I just
Okay.
ask one more question? I know that we said no images, but what if you had something, I saw Tory Burch actually had a brick, and they used that Tory Burch logo. So is that something that would be acceptable? If you had like Gophers or like a business can have a logo. But
I mean, anything to sell it, I'm actually fine with,
Cool.
if somebody wants it, but I don't know, how do you guys feel? Because I would think if people might want it, but, okay, I don't know,
You can give it as an option.
okay?
I would think more like, there are not many options that you have. It's like,
Okay.
you know, birds and flags and
Mhm.
nothing crazy patriotic that could go, that could spin the wheels some way, so.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, okay. Just want to sell the brick.
I know, right? How many are we gonna order up front first?
We are not.
Oh,
We are gonna sell them first.
First,
Yeah,
okay.
so you really have to get a push on
Uh-huh.
these. We will have to have probably an excess, we'll have to have 450 at least of the 4x8.
okay.
We'll have to have 225 if we only use the larger ones.
Okay.
And with a combination of the two, we'll be able to probably have, I'm thinking, maybe 100 of each or 100. I think more
Somewhere-
people would
no,
go
I
with.
think split the middles, but
Yeah.
yeah, so somewhere 300s
Yeah.
if we do a combo.
So if we do that, and then we have our little spacing in between, so that'll look very nice. But I need to get the mason to factor in the cost of installation for each brick.
Each brick.
Just so you know, when we priced out doing that garden before, including the new flagstone pavers, they were gonna do it for 5,000. So it should be shy of that.
Okay. The installation was 5.
The entire project,
Including-
including
The bricks.
labor and materials was 5,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it should be less than that.
Okay.
Anything else, any questions? Oh, so as far as that, as soon as we get approved to move forward, and as soon as we get these details nailed down, then we'll start our marketing campaign, and we're all gonna have to be all hands, everybody reaching out and helping with that. The town newsletter will hopefully help.
Instagram,
Instagram,
Any-
exactly.
set up a stand somewhere.
Is Jerry
Yeah.
on
Easy to
Facebook?
sell.
No,
I mean-
Cherry Lawn is having that 50th celebration.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and we
So-
have we have a thing,
flag.
a flag that
We
we put on
put
the
on a little
table.
table
Yeah,
and
and sit there.
a bunch of smiley faces.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
Or
exactly.
even share with, with the graduates, there are a ton of different things. We're only limited by our creativity.
That's
That if we
exactly right.
shared
Right.
it with the schools and the high schoolers,
Yes, the
graduates.
schools,
That's exactly
We
right.
could do like Earth Day.
Yeah.
Is that when Cherry Lawn's celebrating their 50th?
That is June 24th.
Oh, okay,
okay.
we can get
No,
out
but
there for Earth Day.
I think Earth Day's in
Next
11
It's
days.
the 20th,
Oh, yeah.
The 20th.
Yeah.
right, or that, around
Yeah.
there, okay. All right.
But we need the
Actually,
samples, if
earlier.
we're gonna start to, we should have maybe this prototype here. If we're gonna start to sell, like we need something
Correct.
for them to see.
Well, we have 3 so far, although one's
At least
red.
Well, we don't wanna show red.
No, okay, then we have 2,
Right.
yeah.
You don't wanna let go of it.
You definitely can. Oh my gosh, you can take it right now.
Yeah,
It's so
it's heavy.
heavy.
It's really heavy.
I would gladly give it to you and say
Yeah.
like
It's my
happy
weights for
early,
the day.
happy early birthday. Yeah, definitely. That'd be perfect. Oh, will you take it today?
Sure, no problem.
God bless
I
you.
have no
I have a
problem.
little bag.
Anything else on that? All good?
That's it.
Okay, thank you, that's great. Darien Train Station, what's the update there?
Did everybody see the video that our selectman did? Like the saying why it's behind?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
so good. It was so nice for everybody to
I
see.
didn't watch it
I
yet.
did not see that.
It was like on a windy day, and he was just like wanting just to explain to everyone, we're behind schedule only because they've ran into problems with like the elevator and the electrical, and it hasn't been touched for so many years, but, because it was all supposed to be completed by May, and he's like, we're gonna have to wait till about 2026. So it's gonna be kind of long haul, but he's like, please, everyone be patient. It's gonna be the first, station in the state of Connecticut at the level that we're doing it.
Okay.
Because it is a shit show. I mean, and I was like, it's okay, let it be a mess.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, good, all right, thank you. And then what about the, where do we stand with Ed and the trees and?
They're supposed to get back to me and tell me, which trees they would be putting in to replace those big pines that we were talking about so much last month, but they still haven't gotten back to me about it. But, we have time.
I thought they really wanted to keep the pines though. They,
Oh, you weren't here last month.
oh, yeah, what
No,
happened? Sorry. Oh, what happened? They came in, Dot came in and like,
No, so they didn't come in, but, we had, a couple of other, two other people who
Yes.
came in and who normally, we all love trees, right? But they recognize that the way that those trees are, they're already, they're out of, what's that word? Yeah, like they're out of code already, so we can't possibly keep them. So now, what exactly are we going to replace them with? Because they show, in the illustrations, trees taking their place, but we don't know what they are, like how big they'll be, and we don't know exactly how many. So DOT is supposed to get back to me about that, but they still haven't.
okay.
So,
I like
maybe I'll
that if
just
they're out
call
of
them.
code and
Yeah.
nobody will really notice them when they're gone.
No, I don't think so either. They're not particularly pretty
No.
anyway.
No.
But if one of them did
Good
fall, then it would be a disaster. Yeah.
I was really shocked how close they were to the wires.
Yeah.
Because I thought the wires were way over, and when I went and I looked, I was like, oh my gosh, a good wind, and
Yeah.
even if you cut them down, I don't even think you could cut them down so they look great. Maybe we
No,
can
you couldn't.
save some branches and propagate, or, if you're that,
Yeah.
dedicated to saving the tree or something like that, or have like.
But also the roots, they were telling me originally when we looked at it, that the roots are all like growing into each other.
Like they're
It's
choking.
it's just not a healthy thing. And when you think about it, I mean, those roots are huge. A lot of people, when they come off the train or they're going on the train and it's dark, and if they don't stay on the sidewalk, you could easily trip over one of those roots. And then the town is due for that, but I'll call her. I've emailed her and I haven't heard back, so I'll call her and see if she has those for us.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Anything else on that? The hanging baskets, we don't want Tracy to give us an update. I know that we've discussed in the past, we all need to be hands on deck for when the baskets come in.
And if you have any friends as volunteers that like to join.
And so just to describe, I think she did last time, but
Yeah.
just so you know, we
I
meet
can't believe you
and-
folks do those, because
Yeah.
they're spectacular.
Oh.
I mean, I
you.
don't mean that you're not good, great gardeners,
Yeah,
but they're really beautiful baskets. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'd love to buy that.
I wanted to point out this ad I saw in in the Darien magazine. There's this real estate agent's ad. Every single one of her
Has
photos
has our-
has our baskets in
Yeah.
it. Did you guys see that?
They're
really nice.
Isn't that
to see
so
it.
great? I
Yes.
was like, okay, they
It
really
did
do
come
make
to
an
my
impact.
mailbox.
You know,
Did you see it?
you don't realize
I didn't
it, but
get it.
when someone takes a photo and they're in every single
Yeah.
photo, you
Wow.
realize that we're making an impact. So that's nice.
The only thing, I talked to Tracy last night on the phone, the only thing she said was she just wanted to reiterate that she would love to do it put the baskets together on our lower lot here at Town Hall.
Yeah,
And then it's so much easier for the town
absolutely.
and for us, you know. we
It
have
doesn't
plenty of
matter where
room.
we sit there,
No.
and just see if they can have it in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case it gets a
Yeah.
cold or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever day.
Yeah, so she's talking to Ed about that, and she said everything's on track with the baskets. The only other thing she wanted to say was that, a week from this Friday, it's actually Good Friday, she's going to, and I'm gonna go with her too, but we're gonna trim, you know, these slopes. She was
Yeah.
talking to you, Danielle, about it too.
Oh, I saw her, I think, did she email? I
Yeah.
think she sent an email.
Oh, yeah, she sent an email too. So anybody who wants to join us like 8 to 10 or whatever on Good Friday morning, we're gonna be cutting down all the things on the slopes, you know, cause the green's starting to come up now, so we can get rid of the dead wood.
If I can, I have my kids with me though, so I don't know.
Oh, right,
what
cause
this
it's
will
Good
be.
Friday, right, yeah. No,
but-
don't worry about it.
We'll see how our morning goes.
Yeah, I'm out of town.
Okay.
Do we need to bring our tools?
Yeah, bring your tools and your gloves, please. Thank you.
What's the timing for putting the baskets together? Like, when is that usually, is there a date confirmed where we all get together and do that?
Yeah,
There is a date. Do we have it for this year though? That's what,
it's-
because it's good to get in, and it's a Friday morning. That's the challenge usually, is that it's,
but didn't we decide it would be Thursday morning?
did we decide? I don't know. So we need to get back on that.
But it's a week before Memorial Day weekend.
Got it, okay.
Well, then that's easy to
Right.
look at, but
That's,
we just don't know if it's a Thursday or the Friday.
I thought I remember.
So just everybody just
But
take
Danielle-
flag that day.
It's challenging because it's a 7 a.m. sort of start, which is
Yeah.
really hard
Okay.
because of,
Your kids.
Yeah.
morning schedules.
Well, I mean, I'll get there as soon as I can.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
If I plan ahead, I might be able to get my husband. Okay,
They
usually
love
we
doing
do
that, they love.
Yeah.
Let's say, cool, you have to go to work
Already-
late,
already
you have to
do
go plan.
remind-
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Yeah. US flags, I have no update. There hasn't been no conversations about that.
Well, we don't really need to do any more flag, I mean,
We
we did
don't.
last year, so.
No, I just kept it on the agenda as a reminder that anybody would like to own US flags. Raise your hand.
Yeah, I think we maybe me and Pam said we would work on it together, or maybe
The
it's
flags?
something else, the flags.
There was something we were working on together, the trees. The
Oh,
raising
Yes,
trees.
I don't
the
even have,
trees,
yeah, I
okay.
haven't heard back from that person. I don't know what the status of the tree
Okay.
thing is, so, yeah.
But the flags, if it's just like correspondence
It is, that's all it is.
and trying to get it set,
Yeah.
I can take that on, I think.
Thank you, that's great.
I'm scared too, but I
Don't
don't.
worry, it's just an email coordination
Okay,
situation. It's
perfect.
not- It's not hard. Thank you, that's
Yeah.
great.
Thanks.
I mean, I think it's really, just like the baskets are a statement, I think the flags are a statement.
They really
Yeah, I
are.
agree.
It's
They
really
really
special
are.
to see them.
Yeah.
I love
So
the
if we
flag
can
that
keep
they
it
got
going.
taken from the building.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The big one.
Big one,
Our new garage.
Oh,
Pyramid
yeah.
building,
Yeah.
yeah, the huge one.
Remember it was flying up in the sky and then they decided to lay it down?
Yeah.
Just because all the times I'm on 95, I always look at all the flags. Like
Yeah.
each day I'm like, oh, you can't see the flag this morning. You can. And I'm like,
Yeah.
look at the direction it's going.
Yeah.
I notice flags.
Yeah, I love flags.
That's so nice. I love
Yeah.
flags too.
Yeah, I love flags. Okay, Instagram, website, email correspondence. From the email side, I was pretty bad about checking, but I did check, and there were a few things, but nothing too drastic. Website, we haven't made any changes to that. And Instagram, I think Charlotte mentioned that there wasn't, I don't think she's posted. So I think we're quiet there. We'll have to, now that it's spring, we can get some nice pictures and maybe get some updates. I noticed those trees, Danielle and I were walking in, the trees out front look
Yeah.
beautiful above the
Yes,
paintings, don't
they're
they?
so heavy with their blossoms.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Oh my god.
Is there anything on the weeding and pruning report? Is there anything to report
Well,
back
you-
besides?
Danielle, you and Colleen put in all those beautiful
We
pansies.
planted the pansies last week, yeah.
Yes,
We
and it looks
just-
great, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
they, I
So
feel like
pretty.
Colleen came and pulled out some of the old dead wreaths from the holidays, and then she just reached out and we each went to Home Depot and collected what we could. It was early, so we can add to it if we
Yeah.
think, or we could just let them fill in and wait for summer to come where we'll refresh it.
I think they
So,
look pretty.
I think they're
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
as long as they,
Yeah.
it's chilly now, but as long
Yeah.
as they stand through the cold,
Yeah.
then they should start to fill in.
Yeah.
And
Too bad we can't on our Instagram then post the block and say you can purchase now.
Well, we
Pre-order.
can't wait.
I mean,
Yeah, we could do
Oh, well,
pre-orders.
we can't,
Or
we need to kind of get our fund
Yeah, you
approved.
still have to get your
Well,
vote.
let's go through the proper approval
once we get the
process.
approval, and then we
Yeah.
can maybe put a little,
Absolutely.
that's
But
how
we're
you'll just get
close.
people.
But we're
Yeah.
close, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, yeah.
But it should go on ours and if the town, like all the other Instagram pages, anyone who's willing to share it, right?
Anybody,
Of course, town hall.
absolutely, yeah.
So,
Well,
Parks
and I
Rec.
guess if we hashtag a bunch of people and start,
Mhm.
so we'll have to, yeah. If
You're
anybody wants to,
coming.
Amanda, since you have the ideas, why don't you reach out to Charlotte
To
and
make
get,
sure.
and give her some ideas, some
Mhm.
pictures.
Yep.
She can post them, but you can certainly give like ideas,
I agree,
content.
just to like start to design
Just
it.
building,
Mhm.
yeah, building up the hashtags that we wanna add.
Yeah.
All the links, maybe the verbiage, like what, some suggestions of what we should say. And, I mean, honestly, we should all be sort of thinking that way, like, see a pretty tree, snap a pic, say, gotta love spring in Darien, and send it to Charlotte. She can post it for us, so we can all contribute that way. I
Okay.
mean, I'm not doing it, but I should be, because I see it. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, I took a
So-
picture of the planters after.
Yeah,
we did
take a
the
picture of the
session.
planter and say, town hall planters are
Yeah.
here, are in,
Yeah.
hoping for warm weather to get those
Yeah.
pansies growing. Whatever, I don't know,
Yeah.
just to get something up, would be great. Thank you. Okay, we still have one open commission spot. One of our commission members might have someone who's interested, but please keep mentioning to anybody you think would be a good fit. And also our vice chair role is open as well, so if anybody's interested in that, basically the role is, as chair, I just try and CC the vice chair so they're up to speed on everything.
I could be vice chair.
Great.
Can I be vice
Great.
chair and?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Fantastic.
I'll do
Okay,
that.
so let's vote on it because we didn't have a quorum, right?
Oh, okay.
So who's in favor of having Elizabeth be our vice chair?
Of course.
Thank
All
you.
right, great, unanimous. Amazing. Okay, and is there anything else to add?
There was a meeting, was that next week that we were supposed to attend?
Yes, that's right. Jeremy Ginsburg sent an email out about a meeting for town plan for conservation. He's included our commission and a few others. It's next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. in Town Hall. Is anybody able to join that?
No, I'm
What-
teaching.
And you're teaching.
I can go, but I don't know what type, I mean, I can take notes. in
Yeah,
terms of what they're
if you
doing.
could just represent us and just
Yeah, thank
report
you.
back, that would be fantastic. That would be great. Thank you.
Sure. That's 10:30 to 11:30, correct?
10:30 to 11:30.
All right, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Sure.
Great. Thank you. I mentioned that. I don't have anything else to add. Does anybody have anything else?
The Darien Bloom project I think we have to, my lady is willing to do the logo.
Mm-hmm.
She just said come up with some ideas, just tell her. I think we just kind of put blooms underneath. We don't want to do a new symbol, we have to kind of keep it in the same.
Yeah.
Or what are we thinking? Let's just.
Yeah, let's, spitball that
And
for
we
a second.
could-
So,
Do we want a new design? Do we want, we want to know that it's linked to the Darien Beautification.
so I see, so now I'm looking at our logo, so instead of it saying commission below, or beautification commission?
Well, no, say that, maybe just in big word blooms right underneath Beautification Commission.
Oh, okay, yeah,
cool.
so the
Just
same
to
logo,
keep it-
yeah, that's
Yep.
very good, same font, same
Mhm.
size as Darien?
We'll see.
Or
I'll do a
slightly
couple
smaller?
options, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but then, so it'd be our little plant,
Mhm.
Darien, Beautification Commission in green,
Mhm.
and then below that, matching or
Mhm. Yeah.
coordinating with Darien
Mhm.
Blooms.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know, because I started to think of ways to recreate, and I was like, but then it just gets like too sketchy. You have to
I
keep
like
everything
it. Keep the
simple.
logo, keep the
Yeah.
font, keep the look.
Okay.
Just add blooms. Are you guys good with that?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. And it's simple too, clean.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, great. I love it. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
was
if you
gonna
don't
say,
mind.
I'm gonna do that.
If you,
Thank
if you
you.
wanted to
Mhm.
pizzazz it up, you could turn the two O's and blooms into like a flower.
Uh-huh,
like a
I'm gonna
circular
have her
flower.
just see like ways to make it a little
Yeah,
fancier if we
just a
needed
little-
it, just instead
Just a
of,
little ad.
we'll
Yeah.
compare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mess with it too
Mhm.
much. I think
I
it's
agree.
nice and simple.
Yeah, I like that. That's great.
And we can get like stickers made up and we can go. do
That's
some
right.
fun
Bumper
things.
stickers.
Maybe, I was gonna say, that's right.
Keep our town green.
Yeah, exactly.
We can get baseball caps and wear them.
Yeah.
When we are, I don't ever wear baseball caps,
Yeah.
but I would
Me
for
either.
this.
But when we're gardening,
Yeah, that's right.
you can never
I
have
know,
someone.
or even like something related to gardening, like even like a little coverall or
Apron?
something, or gloves,
Garden
apron.
aprons.
Yeah, a little garden apron you tie around your waist. I don't know.
Don't get dirty.
Getting dirty in Darien. All right, does anybody else have anything else to add? No? All right, may I have a motion to adjourn? Yeah, first, second, thank you, meeting adjourned,
Okay.
thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Ooh, this was nice.